not need before his re-election campaign. So that's the truth about Russian illegal spies. A very unusual operation.
4. Interrogation.
Interrogation is a conversation, and it's up to you to make it professional information gathering. So the intent of interrogation is to control an individual so that he will either willingly supply the requested information, or if someone is unwilling, participate in the process to make the person submit the demands for information. Procedure is the following: gather some intelligence on the object, establish communication, start questioning, and please never allow him to deny guilt. There are some very important tricks and you have to be aware of them. Good cop, bad cop. So one guy who is interrogating is good, another one is bad. They are playing the object. Story under story. After intense interrogation, the object tells a different story which is not true either. Next is bombing with questions, a very rapid one. Pressure by not interrogation. Silence makes your situation worse trick. Admit one small episode and that's it trick. And finally, I help you, you help me trick. Use all of them.
5. Mole detection.
Now we can talk about something really interesting and important, the spies detection. And let's talk first about the moles. A mole is the agent recruited inside the intelligence service, a very dangerous tool. Mole detection. There are 5 different methods. You can combine them. First, a file. Prepare a file on each officer and mark there the signs of a mole. Has or spends too much money, asks too many questions, uses professional skills to check for physical and technical surveillance, has discreet contacts with foreigners, is doing discreet copying of top secret documents, is attempting to get a job in most secret departments, is talking with close friends and family members about the possibility of making money as a mole, and or the guy has behavior deviations, such as extra suspiciousness, excitement, depression, drugs, or alcohol addictions. 3 signs are enough to start an investigation. It's called the triangulation principle. Second is provocation. If a prospective mole is looking for a contact with the enemy is ready to betray you, and you have exact information, you can organize a meeting, a fake meeting for him. Do not arrest the person right away. Play along, as he may give you connections to other people who are ready to betray and his partners. Third, filter on narrowing the circle method. Include all the officers you suspect in the circle and narrow it until one name is left, and most likely that's the suspect. That's the guy, the mole. Then you can make a model of a mole, judging by information you have on him. And the last one, you recruit an insider and your mole inside the enemy's intelligence service.
6. Spies identification.
Identifying spies is simple. If a spy is an intelligence officer working abroad under the cover as a diplomat, businessman, reporter, whatever, scientist, you can identify him by following the careers of all diplomats, recruiting a mole inside the enemy's intelligence service or inside the station, setting up your agent for recruitment by the enemy station, watching foreigners who try to make discreet contacts with native citizens with access to the secrets, making a model of the spy, and finally using secret surveillance and listening devices inside the station and practicing secret searches. If a spy is an intelligence officer working in the country undercover as a native citizen, or he is recruited by a native citizen. You identify him by making a model, watching the contacts with identified spies first of all. Often that's the only sign which points out to a spy. Contacts, communication. And that's why surveillance is very important in getting information from a mole.
7. Recruitment.
Espionage is a very simple business if you know how to recruit and whom to recruit. There are three most important categories of the agents or secret sources: garbage, good agents, and born ones. The general rule is recruit a small number of well-informed people. Remember the don'ts. Do not recruit psychers, volunteers, unless it's a mole, persons with low intellectual level, people under 30 or over 70, mafia members, people who are happy with their lives. And the best formula is a mix of money and brainwashing.
8. Working with agents.
So how to work with a secret source or agents? I prefer to call them agents. First, don't tell the agent about problems or mistakes of the agency, about your personal stuff or the agents, and never show him his file. Second, don't show him any classified documents. No temptation to sell. Don't trust him too much. Never criticize the source. Be an advisor. You lose the agent if you don't pay him for the job well done. Never give him poison. Tell him he has to feel absolutely secure. Absolutely secure. How to question the source? Ask questions. When? Where? What happened? Why? What's going to happen next? Teaching the source. Teach your agent follow security rules while talking to people. Working with documents and especially meeting the officer. Some foreign agencies like Japan, they practice open contacts with many people. Then teach your secret source always to stay calm in stressful situation. Always keep discipline and calm in time. Use analytic abilities working with people and documents. And ask himself as many questions as he can. Then transferring this to other objects.
9. Recruitment pyramid.
So what our enemies want, whom they recruit. I should put I call it a recruitment pyramid. Priority recruitment candidates in the United States. President, the White House staff, the cabinet members, the United States Congress, big corporations, big scientific institutions, local politicians, and VIP world celebrities. These are the recruitment candidates, of course, to our enemies.
10. Espionage golden rules.
This is very important. If you are a spy, I'm talking right now to a professional spy, you must obey the golden rules. I call them the golden or the diamond rules. No mercy, no emotions. Intuition is the ability to watch and analyze. No evidence is evidence itself. Distrust is a matter of security. Don't start first if you don't know the rules. The way you act is the way you think. Think fast, talk slow. Avoid self-programming and never think about yourself bad. Don't smoke, drink, or take drugs if it's not necessary. Let people talk out and empty their brains, then load your information. Remember, people want to get pleasure and avoid pain. That's it. He knew too much means he was talking too much. Never ask extra questions. Wait. Lonely people live longer in espionage business. No exit situation is the one you don't understand. Avoid personal enemies and silent types. Enjoy your job.
11. Special influence. Tortures.
Espionage is a dirty business, to tell you the truth. That's why I don't like when women are involved. Because talking about espionage, we have to talk about very sensitive stuff. Very sensitive and secret methods like tortures, murders, blackmail, and brainwashing. Tortures are used when you have no secret sources inside enemy's organization. Using tortures, remember, torture decreases pain sensitivity. Fanatics take torture as a test. Resistance to torture is a form of hysterics. Don't turn the object into a fanatic, please. Torture could damage object's mental abilities and you won't be able to work with him. People usually trust after torture information more than confession, real confession. So the tortures could be divided into psychological and physical. Psychological tortures, fake execution, complete isolation or wall therapy in jail, daylight deprivation, forcible narcotics addiction, abuse of objects, national, religious feelings or political abuse. Effects of political tortures are anxiety, depression, fear, psychosis, difficulty concentrating, communication disabilities, insomnia, impaired memory, headaches, hallucinations, sexual disturbances, destruction of self-image, and inability to socialize after the torture.
12. Surveillance.
If you are a spy and if you saw surveillance, you are sure that they follow you. Don't rush, move at the same speed, relax at the nearest bar and relax the crew. Don't disappear, postpone the operation. You know, surveillance crew, which is following you, it's not a set of highly professional people. You know, the stuff is different. You could see them, you could understand their behavior. You know, they can make mistakes, so they're not super professional usually, because I was working a lot with surveillance crews. So I can tell you that they make mistakes. They do make mistakes. Like the same crew follows the object all day long. The object rules the crew. He moves faster, the crew moves faster. A crew member is too noticeable, too short, too long, too fat. You know, the dress is unusual. You know, like that. Then the crew could start to search possible hiding places for espionage evidence right after the object leaves. The crew leaves traces after the secret search at his home. The crew does not report their mistakes, and the crew finally is not professional, using childish tricks like jumping out of the subway, the train, just before the doors close.
Blackmail.
To press the object or to recruit him, you have to use blackmail too. It is simple. What is blackmail? First, leaking dirt through media. Second, creating problems in his personal life and career, if you can. Then, you can use straight blackmail, threatening to make public certain compromising facts about him. Then you can place weapons, drugs, secret documents in his house or office, followed by arrest and search and arrest. Accusations of rape, robbery were good. You can use hookers for that. Finally, you can blackmail by pressing his family. It's very effective.
Brainwashing.
Next, brainwashing. That's simple. Isolation, sleep and food limitation, bombing with slogans, and brain is loaded. Next is behavior modification. Initial contact with the object, introduction to a group, mutual interest, mutual activity, mutual idea.